Today I'm going to cook mussels with a lightly spiced bean and tomato sauce. Now mussels, they're true superfood. They're packed with zinc, minerals, and also one of the best sources of omega-3 fatty acids you can possibly get. And what you're going to need for this is 750 grams of mussels. I'm using rope mussels, which are cultivated in deep water. So there's no grit to really worry about. Just make sure they're bearded and discard any that are slightly opened. Also, I have 240 gram tin of butter beans, which I've just drained the liquid from. I have a medium red onion, roughly sliced. 2 cloves of garlic, chopped up finely. A 400 gram tin of chopped tomatoes, that's your standard tin. 240 grams of fennel, chopped up, that's just one whole fennel, but that's the white, what it came to. About half of red chili, chopped fine, which is about 10 grams. About 100 grams of cherry tomatoes, which are just cut in half. I have a red pepper, a red sweet pepper, bell peppers, or something similar will be fine, roughly chopped up. And then to finish, I'm going to just use a little bit of black pepper, a few sprigs of basil, and just going to need a little drop of olive oil just for cooking, just to start the cookery process. There will be no need for salt in this recipe because mussels, they contain juice that's quite salty, and that'll be perfectly fine for all the seasoning we need. So to cook the mussels with beans, onto a preheated pan, add a little drop of olive oil. To the olive oil, add the red chili. Allow just sweat in the oil for a few seconds. Then add the onions. Again, allow it just cook for a few seconds. Then add both the peppers and the fennel. Then, just speed things along a little bit. I'm going to add just a little drop of water. This allows you to use a lot less oil. It speeds up the cooking process, and we're more steaming the vegetables now. So just put a nice tight fitting lid onto that and let it cook for about 4 to 5 minutes, just keeping a close eye on it every now and again, removing the lid and just giving it a quick stir up. When the vegetables have cooked down for a few minutes, I'm going to remove the lid, show you how they look nice and closely. So not cooked to pieces, but just lightly cooked. And now I'm going to add the garlic. I'm also going to season with a little bit of fresh black pepper. Again, there's no need to use salt in this. Whenever you're using mussels contain, well, good fresh mussels contain a little bit of seawater, and that is more than adequate to season them. Next, I'm going to add the cherry tomatoes. Another little drop of water. Just if you find your pan is going dry, don't keep adding oil. It's a mistake a lot of people make. Add a little drop of water. When your vegetables start to look like this, just nicely seared, I'm going to add my beans. beans and vegetables, which is already looking lovely. And next I'm going to add the tin of chopped tomatoes. I'm just going to put the lid on this and let it all come to a nice simmer, which will just take a few minutes. And if you find that your dish seems a little bit dry, just add a little bit of water. You're adding about a half a cup, a third to half a cup of water. And just let it all come to a nice simmer until the vegetables get, in particular the fennel, gets a little bit more tender. For about another 5 minutes cooking, your vegetables and beans should look a little bit like this. With a nice, quite a thick consistency, because again, the mussels contain quite a lot of water, and that'll thin out the whole sauce as well. And you want a nice coating consistency as well. So now, I'm going to add all my mussels all at once. And I'm just going to stir up the entire dish, mixing all the vegetables with everything. When the dish is nicely mixed up, leave on a nice high heat and allow the mussels to steam and open up. This will take somewhere around 4 to 5 minutes. But do keep an eye on it as it's cooking. If you find that the dish is getting a little bit dry, again, just add a little bit of water as you're going. After about 4 to 5 minutes of just steaming nicely, when you open up the dish, your mussels should be opened. And as you can see, quite a lot of juice has come out of the mussels, so you still have plenty of liquid in this sauce. And that's it. We're going to just finish with just a few sprigs of basil, and the dish is ready to serve.